Who would have thought two previously overlooked names on the Eagles' defense would be making headlines before training camp even starts? And on offense, there's a veteran coming back strong in a contract year, surrounded by stars and with something to prove. Philly's latest updates are turning heads for some pretty interesting reasons, and there's something big brewing. Drop a like and let's break it down. The Philadelphia Eagles have gone from being an afterthought at linebacker to boasting the baddest duo in the NFL. And no, that's not just hometown hype, that's straight from Pro Football Focus. After a lights-out 2024 season that ended with a shiny new Lombardi trophy in Super Bowl LX, Philly's expectations are sky-high heading into 2025, and the buzz is loud for good reason. One of the biggest surprises? The linebackers. Nobody, yes, and I mean nobody, had Zack Baun and Nakobe Dean circled as the best 1-2 punch at the position before last season. But they didn't just turn heads, they turned the whole league upside down. According to PFF's Zoltan Budai, Baun and Dean weren't just good, they were elite, anchoring what was arguably the most dominant defense in football. Now, Dean's season did get cut short in the wildcard round thanks to an injury, but up until that point, he was flying around making plays like a man possessed. His PFF grade? A rock-solid 77.3 overall, good for 12th among linebackers, and his pass rush grade of 82.5 had him sitting third in the league. That's not just solid, that's impact player territory. And then there's Zack Baun. Folks, this dude was on a tear. PFF gave him a jaw-dropping 90, 2 overall grade, best among all linebackers. He was lights out in coverage with a 90.9 grade. Again, tops in the league. And still managed to be a force in both the pass rush and against the run. Simply put, he was that guy. Crazy to think Philly hadn't really invested heavily in linebacker in recent years. It's been more about corners, edge rushers, and the big boys up front. But now, they might just have the nastiest linebacker duo in the entire NFL, and that's not just a fluke. It's a warning shot for 2025. Can this defensive duo really live up to the hype in 2025? And on offense, someone's ready to shock a lot of people. The Eagles are absolutely stacked with firepower heading into 2025, but one name that could sneak into the spotlight in a big way? Tight end Dallas Goedert. Now, this dude's always been solid when he's on the field. The problem has been staying on the field. That bug hit again in 2024, limiting him to just 10 regular season games. But when he was out there, straight up baller. In that limited action, Goedert still pulled in 42 catches for 496 yards and a pair of touchdowns. And let's talk about that Week 16 game against the Saints. That was a wake-up-the-league performance. 10 catches, 170 yards, and looking completely unguardable. You don't see that kind of stat line from many tight ends. He came back just in time for the playoff run, too, and picked up right where he left off. Over 4 postseason games, he racked up 17 catches, 215 yards, and a score, playing a key role in Philly's march to another Lombardi trophy. Now let's get to the juicy part, the contract year. Yeah, Goedert was swirling in trade rumors not long ago, but those have been squashed. He reworked his deal and is staying put, at least for 2025. And that sets up a massive opportunity. With all eyes on Saquon Barkley, AJ Brown, and Devonta Smith, Goedert's going to get a ton of one-on-one looks, soft zones, and forgotten coverages. That's a nightmare for defenses and a dream for a tight end with hands like his. His best season yardage-wise came back in 2021 when he went for 830. But with the weapons around him pulling attention away and a little extra motivation heading into free agency, don't be shocked if he smashes that number this season. Keep an eye on 88. He might just be the sneaky X factor in this already loaded Philly offense. The defense looks locked in, and the offense might be getting a key piece back at the perfect time. If this team puts it all together, watch out. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing.